Preachers, preach on. There is one figure that will always stand strong in the hearts and the mind of man. One figure that has been crowned with a mantle and burdened for the pasture. One figure that stands tall in the light. Preachers, preach on. There is one figure that will always stand strong in the hearts and the mind of man. One figure that has been crowned with a mantle and burdened for the pasture. One figure that stands tall in the lives of the African American faith community. Preachers, proclaimers of God's gospel truth. Preachers, preach on. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach unless they are sent? Preachers, preach on. Men and women sent from God to be a voice of reason in every God-ordained time and season. Boldly proclaiming like John the Baptizer, prepare ye the way of the Lord, standing tall under the blood-washed cross of Calvary. Preachers, preach on. It's in the church that communities gathered in jubilation to worship the Creator God, giving God glory that he kept them this far by leaning on the everlasting arm, safe and secure from all alarm. Preachers, preach on. The prophet Jeremiah proclaimed that our Father God would give us pastors after his own heart. These shepherds, these pastors would point us to Jesus Christ, the good shepherd that causes us not to want. Preaching and teaching, destroying the belief and teaching us how to stomp on the head of the enemy. Preachers, preach on. So today we give God all the glory, celebrating the men and women not of only black history, but of our faith history, from William Seymour to Pastor James H. Davis to C.H. Mason, and so many more, all applauding, singing and shouting, preachers, preach on.